welcome. It's day 3. I was up pretty late last night working on a paper, and then I went throughout this whole day doing classes, and then I took a nap, and I was about to go to bed, and then I went, oh gosh, I haven't done a video yet. So here's the video. I visited a synagogue this evening for my Hebrew class, and it was probably one of the coolest things I've ever done. I sort of have this idea of like, okay, what is synagogue compared to like, say, I don't know, like a church? Going to a Shabbat service would be a lot like going to a Sunday morning Christian church service, except instead of like a baptistry, you would have an ark, and that was it. And there would be like scrolls of the Torah sitting around. And actually, I wasn't far off base, but it's so much more than that. We went in a little bit early before the service, and there was a woman who kind of explained some things to us and gave us a brief background on Judaism in general, and told us about the dietary laws and some things that they follow. And the rabbi came and he welcomed us. So the service started with two young people from the congregation actually leading the service, and they do a lot of the service in Hebrew. They sing songs of praise. Psalms from the Tehillim is the Hebrew name for the Psalms. There was this like 13-year-old kid, and he just rattled off the fastest Hebrew you've ever heard. It was absolutely crazy. And it was my Hebrew class, so we're all trying to learn Hebrew, and we're trying to follow along in the book that they give us. It's almost like a Jewish hymnal type of thing. We're trying to follow along, and this kid's just, and we sang songs. We did a lot of singing. Then the rabbi came up and he gave a message. It was about the Seder, and the Seder is the Passover meal of Hebrew. If you ever want to say something like "What's up" to somebody in Hebrew, you would say "Ma shimcha," and then you would respond "Beseder," and that means "What is heard?" The response means "In order." That's awesome. We did the service, and then afterward, the people there welcomed us, and we spoke with them, and one of the gentlemen from the congregation told us about the ark at the front where they keep all of the scrolls of the law, and it was just the neatest thing that I'd ever done. And it was so neat because, you know, we always talk about like diversity, and we're trying to appreciate other cultures, to kind of experience other people's things, and it sounds like a great idea, and it's like, oh, that's good, and I do that. And when we actually do it for real, it just totally blows our minds. I feel so bad that I missed out for so long on something as neat as that just because I thought I was being, you know, culturally open to other things. I have a lot of respect for the rabbi and for those people, and especially for those kids who have been, you know, learning Hebrew and reading from the Torah and from the Mishnah since they were like 6 years old. So I'd really encourage you, if you ever get a chance to go to a Shabbat service, to a synagogue, take advantage of that, because they're some of the neatest welcoming people. Baruchim habaim, blessed are the ones who enter. It's just a really neat experience, and I would encourage everybody to take advantage of something as cool as that. Hope you guys are doing well in your blogs. I want to give a shout out to Jen and Ashley, who have been trucking along with me. You guys are awesome. I hope everything is going well for the rest of you viewers. Make sure you're writing your 1,000 words. Put me on the